I paid for my stepdaughter's prom dress, but she didn't want me there, so I walked away from them both. Hey, Reddit. Call me plus. I never thought I'd be the type of guy to get emotionally invested in a child that wasn't biologically mine. But when I started dating Tanya, my now ex-fiancée, she already had a 15-year-old daughter named Leia. From the start, I gave it everything I had. Tanya and I had been together for nearly 2 years, and while Leia was distant and reserved at first, I didn't take it personally. I knew teens often put up walls, especially when someone new enters their mother's life. Still, I made the effort. I drove her to school, helped with assignments, made meals, and covered costs her biological father consistently ignored. Tanya often vented about him, how unreliable he was, how selfish and emotionally absent. So, I stepped in wherever I could. As her junior year approached, I began to notice small shifts. Leia wasn't suddenly my best friend, but she stopped fleeing the room whenever I entered. She'd laugh at my corny dad jokes, ask for help with math, and even hang around the living room with me. That felt like progress. Then came prom. She had her heart set on this emerald green, sequin, backless gown, the whole I'm all grown-up vibe. It was nearly $400, and Tanya couldn't swing it. I'd been pulling extra hours, saving quietly, and decided to surprise Leia by covering the cost. Her face lit up. Like, really lit up. For the first time, I thought, maybe she sees me now. We went together to pick up the dress, just the two of us. She even let me snap a selfie of her holding the garment bag, which I sent to Tanya with the caption, "Look at our girl. She's going to steal the night." The night of the prom, I dressed to match the moment. Nice shirt, slacks, a spritz of cologne. I had my phone ready to capture every proud dad second. Tanya was upstairs doing Leia's makeup, while I waited downstairs, car keys in hand. Then Tanya came down. Her expression was off. She sat beside me and said, "Hey, Leia doesn't want you to come." I froze. "What?" "She's worried you'll embarrass her. Says you joke too much. She just wants pictures with me and her friends." That hit like a slap. After everything I'd done, sacrificing time, money, and heart to be there for them, I was embarrassing. I stood there in polished shoes and aftershave while Tanya shrugged it off like it was nothing. "She's a teenager," she said. "Just wants to fit in. You can take photos when she comes home." But it wasn't about the pictures. It was about the fact that Tanya didn't stand up for me. She didn't say, "He's been there for you. He bought you that dress. Show him some respect." Instead, she let her daughter erase me from a moment I helped make possible. So I stayed behind. I sat on the front porch, beer in hand, still wearing that stupid cologne, and watched them drive away like I was a stranger. That night, I made my decision. When they returned, Leia walked past me glowing in that gown, eyes on her phone, not even acknowledging I existed. Tanya came in like it was just another day. "Didn't she look stunning?" she asked. "Yeah," I replied. "She looked amazing. But I'm done." She blinked. "Done. Done with her. Done with you." Tanya thought I was bluffing. I wasn't. I told her to pack up and leave. I was finished being the guy who gave everything and got dismissed like he didn't matter. I wasn't going to keep pretending I had a place in a home where my effort meant nothing. They moved out 2 days later. Tanya pleaded. She said I was overreacting. "It was just prom," she said. But not once did she say Leia was out of line. That silence told me everything. 6 months passed. I focused on myself, my job, my health, even therapy. I let go of the anger. I just moved on. Then, out of nowhere, I ran into Carla, an old friend of Tanya's. She looked a little uneasy before finally saying, "You know Tanya's back with her ex, right? Leia's dad." I stared. "Yeah," she continued. "They got back together a couple of months ago. She moved in with him." I laughed. I couldn't help it. The same guy she'd trash all the time. The one who missed birthdays, never paid child support, bailed on pickups. That guy. That's who she chose. All I said was, they deserve each other. Because they do. I gave my time, my heart, and my wallet to that family. All I wanted was to feel like I mattered. But in that house, respect was optional and loyalty wasn't mutual. So yes, I bought the dress. I stayed up helping with homework. I made meals, ran carpools, and played the role of stepdad like it was my calling. But when it counted, when it truly mattered, they showed me exactly where I stood. For a long time, I felt like I was nothing more than a temporary figure in their lives, a placeholder, and that's a role I'll never accept again. It took me a while to fully process everything that had happened. You don't just sever ties with people you lived with, laughed with, and cared for without feeling something. Even after Tanya and Leah moved out, their presence haunted me in the smallest details. Her coffee mug still sat in the cabinet, and Leah's old textbook remained piled up on the couch where she used to study. I should have thrown it all away, but I didn't. Not immediately. I wasn't angry, just exhausted. People love to say that men are emotionally unavailable, but they rarely ask what it does to a man when he opens up and is still left with nothing but heartbreak. My friends tried to comfort me by saying, "You dodged a bullet." Maybe they were right, but at the time, it didn't feel like that. It felt like I lost a family I worked hard to build. It felt like grief for people who were still alive. Then, something unexpected happened. A few weeks after I found out Tanya had gone back to her ex, I got a message on Facebook from Leah. We'd never really communicated directly before, so I stared at the notification for a long time before opening it. It was a simple message. "Hey, I know you probably hate me, but I'm sorry. That's all." I didn't know how to reply. Part of me wanted to ignore it. But another part, the part that remembered how she looked at that green dress like it was a dream, couldn't just leave it unanswered. I typed, "What changed?" Her response came quickly. "I guess I didn't realize how much you did until you weren't around. Things aren't great here. Mom's not happy. Is always gone. It's weird." I didn't know what to say to that. I didn't want to fall into the role of her therapist or worse, become the person she only reached out to now that I wasn't her embarrassment. So I replied, "I wish you the best, Leah. I really do. But you and your mom made your choice. I just hope that next time you won't treat the people who show up for you like they're disposable." She left me on read. That was months ago, and I haven't heard from her since. And honestly, I'm okay with that. What people don't tell you about stepping up for others is that it often goes unnoticed and unappreciated. Everyone loves the idea of a stand-up guy until it's time to stand by him. In the end, neither Tanya nor Leah had my back. But honestly, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because sometimes losing people isn't a tragedy. It's an awakening. I've started dating again, slowly and carefully. I met someone named Danielle. She has a 5-year-old son. From the start, she was open with me about everything. Her past, her boundaries, her expectations. She told me, "If you ever feel disrespected by me or my son, I want to know. I've seen how hard it is to love someone else's child, and I won't take that lightly." That hit me hard in the best way. So we're taking things slow. No rushing into meeting the kid or forcing family dynamics. Just honesty, respect, and building a real foundation. And every now and then, I think about Tanya and Leah. Not with anger, but with clarity. They were the lesson. Maybe Danielle and her son will be the blessing.